And then when you meditate, you actually uh, zoom in, zoom out. When you meditate, it's actually zoom out moment. No stress, no tension. And when you have that zoom out skill, when the test moment come, like a tested time, you'll be able to zoom out well. Yeah, but at least now you have that conscious, subconscious connection with zoom out. It should be better, but practice will make it more perfect. Yeah, that's zoom out. Okay, and then talk about zoom in. Yeah, once you zoom out, I'm sure every time you zoom out, it's a bit better. But if things still keep happening, the same person again, the same situation again, I already zoom out, I let go, but it keeps happening. And you think, I didn't do anything wrong. Why they tend to have conflict with me? I have this interesting list from the Buddha. Oh, sorry, the quote from the Buddha first. Buddha said, monk, there are these 4 ways of taking the wrong course. Like these 4 things will make you to the wrong place, the wrong conversation, the wrong situation. What for? 1 takes the wrong course because of desire. That's number 1. Because of hatred, because of delusion, because of fear. These are the 4 ways of taking a wrong course. Wow, this is powerful. Very, right? And you can see this as something like at home. Desire, hatred, delusion, fear. In the nation, up to the current situation in the world right now, delusion of fear of losing power or anything, it can create tremendous atrocity in a way that we cannot imagine. And Buddha said this 1,000 years ago. Be careful of these 4 things. So, zoom in. If someone or some situation make you fall into conflict repeatedly, you check that they have desire-based conflict or not, or hate-based conflict. Maybe they hate you, but you don't know for some reason. And then maybe you need to talk to not them directly, you talk to someone else to find the real cause. And sometimes just, oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you make some mistake, but you don't know. Yeah. Or delusion-based, yeah, conflict, and then fear-based conflict. You know, in my life, personally, I fall into what it called unaware hatred many times. By doing what? I like to find some new area, new thing, like try to innovate how we do good work. And many times we do good thing, but it makes someone look bad. You didn't do anything with them. You just do your work. But your work makes someone look bad. And then you are unaware because you didn't target anyone. You just do good work. Anyone experience this unaware hatred before? Yeah, people also raise your hand. Try number 5. That someone hate you and you don't realize it. Oh, really? You don't like me? I never don't like you. Yeah. And that kind of, I would say, delusion-based or fear-based conflict. And in the name of any conflict, these 3 major players, money, power, and fame, right? When chasing for money, power, and fame, you might fall into these 4 ways of conflicts a lot. Desire-based, hate-based conflict, delusion-based conflict, and fear-based conflict. And I will have these 3 simple steps to zoom in. Important when you meditate or may have some time in your garden, not in a rut. check your own thought. Check your own thought. Why I said this is step number one. I have two main master, like the abbot and the vice abbot. Yeah, the abbot, he always teach from close eye, like he meditate and then he talk when he close eye. And the vice abbot, he open eye. He talk about scripture from Pali canon and then he explained. I learned from both of them. The vice abbot, the master who very detailed in the Pali scripture, he said, anytime you have conflict with anyone, anytime, there no such thing that someone are wrong 100% and you are 0, or someone right 100% and then another person no. He will say there will be some percentage. For example, in that situation that you do something good and then you don't make trouble with anyone, but you don't know that it hurts someone's feeling. So that conflict comes from some percent of your ignorance. Ignorant means you don't know. Can you follow me? That we are responsible in some part of the conflict, part of our, I would say like imperfect. And it's hard to know everything, right? Yeah, if we become enlightened, then less trouble. We know what's going on, right? And even the Buddha himself, he enlightened. There's still people try to assassinate him because he get into some space that will change humanity for better, and someone don't like it, right? Someone in money and power and fame. So every time you have a conflict, meditate, zoom in. What is the part that I might cause the conflict? Isn't that very important? That we cannot stop the fire of others, but we can do it with ourselves, our own negativity or our own flame. That's number one. Very important. Many times conflict not solved because each person don't see their part to be fixed. Always see the part of other to be fixed. And the other side do the same thing. Right? So never have solution because no, I'm not the one who do this. You are the one. But the truth is, we always have some part in that conflict. And the most refined part is ignorance. We don't know. We don't understand it well enough. Okay? So check your own thought. And once you see that, and you will see that, wow, I should not get emotional too much. I should get angry too much. I still have something to work on too. Then be a part of solution. And once you check your own thought, you see clearer. Okay, that is 20% that I need to work on first. And then I let them know that I will not add more flame. I will not add more fighting with you. I will, and you know that even 20% that they do a lot of bad, but once you show your 20% to them, they feel convinced. Oh, okay. You not think I'm stupid all the time, right? You think that I also can have, and you also think that you might have something to be corrected. That 20% be a part of a solution. We inspire the other side to the third step, empathetic conversation. You know, finally, we need to sit down and talk. Many times I heard, oh, I'm just direct, just talk. I'm very direct, just let me know. And many times it ends in the way that the mind is not ready to hear that direct message. And I think this is very important that we need to slow down, zoom out first, and then zoom in, check. And when you're gonna have a conversation, make sure that conversation pass through these 3 steps. I will check myself first. I will be a solution. I will not be a problem for anyone that you have a conflict with. And then start with empathy, with compassion then. I'm ready to listen from you. I already try to see myself. And now let's have a conversation. I used it a lot in my work. It's really helpful that many people who actually kind of attack me, with some situation, they kind of surrender to their own ego, because I surrender to my own ego first. That no, I'm not here to fight with you. I've done some mistake too, and this is the part I want to fix. Yeah, they become more soft right away. It's very helpful. Yes, self-victory is number one. Okay, so that apart, I do have some personal situation, but I will touch later when we have more time, maybe during Q&A. And this is the last one. Zoom in, zoom out, and then zoom off. I think we lack of this skill a lot. Sometimes we hold on. We cannot let go. We think, yes, we're gonna make it. And then you keep headed for decades for some person or some situation because you not let go. Your ego kind of, no, I'm gonna make it. Again and again, Buddha teaching is not too optimistic or pessimistic, just realistic. What is a possibility? What is this? Buddha talk about sometimes you need to live quickly. Don't spend time with those toxic relationships. And would like to connect to this wonderful teaching of the Buddha. There one Buddha teaching talking about 38 steps from 0 to Nirvana. Yeah, it's called Mangala Sutta. Yeah, the 30 blessings of life. We talk about 38 steps, one by one. And interestingly, to reach Nirvana, this is the first two. Blessing number one, not associating with the fool. And number two, associating with the wise. Must be very important. And you can imagine how many unhealthy conflict you have with the fool. And you're not associated with the wise one too much. You spend too much time with the fool. And you lost time and it never get better, right? I have this interesting message from the Buddha to you. He called 4 fools in friendly guise. Look like a good friend, but no, they are your enemy. They make your life bad. Yeah. He actually used this term. Yeah, 4 fools in friendly guise in Pali Canon. This is the situation that you need to zoom off. Yeah, when you have a conflict with this 4 group of people, the first one, someone who see what they can get. They come to you because they want to get something from you. It's not friendship. But they're not show up like that. The sooner you detect it, zoom off. And sometimes it's difficult. And the master said you use loving kindness and equanimity. Yeah, because in some situation they may be really in trouble and they're sincere, or they might just pretend. We don't know. So we keep 50% chance for everyone. But as when you realize it, zoom off. The second group, talk but empty word. Talk very nice, but they never keep their promise. Be careful with this group of people. If you have conflict with them, even they try to say, no, I'm okay, I love you, please. Very dangerous. And the third one, the one who merely flatter you. Oh, you are awesome, wonderful, and never say anything at all to help. Maybe they have some agenda in mind. And the last one, the one who leads to indulgence. And what is this? Oh, let's go to a nightclub. Let's go to a party only, not a healthy one. If they're like a warm and family party, that's fine. But some party that might get in trouble, we see it in the news, all the time. It's unhealthy. And sometimes if we not be mindful enough, they are the fool, but look like a very lovely friend, right? Okay, so that's some wisdom from the Buddha and then try to connect to the modern day situation to deal with conflict wisely. Zoom out first. To deal with conflict, always zoom out first. Then zoom in and see, and with that four thing, right? Desire, hatred, ignorance, and delusion and fear.
That's
When you see,
no, it's attached in the computer.
Once you see the root cause, and you see that wow, they have so much of those four, and they fall into this category, empty word, or lead me to zoom off. If you're not strong enough, don't deal with it. But if you're enlightened, maybe you can handle